Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video, we will talk about the meaning of life path number 5. Before we begin, if you would like a free reading to determine your true soul path, click the link in the description below. And as always, click the like, subscribe, and bell icons if you want to see more of these types of videos. Now without further ado, on to today's topic. The 5 life path is one of resourcefulness, discovery, choice, change, freedom, and the physical aspects of life. You must learn, by trial and error, about your own physical presence and the effect your presence has on others. 5 emphasizes your physical body, your sexual intensity, and the way in which your body, mind, and emotions are able to adapt to change. You will learn, in various ways, that physical matter changes constantly and that you can either prosper from these changes or be overwhelmed by them. Learning about the physical aspects of life is one of your main purposes in this lifetime. Being yourself, being honest with your feelings, and encouraging the same spontaneity in others is essential. 5 enables you to change your inner attitudes and outer appearances to suit different circumstances. This level of adaptability enables you to be all things to all people and to fit in, naturally, to almost any situation. You cannot be comfortable if your behavioral pattern is consistent. Your ever-changing personality is who you are. This take life as it comes quality is what makes others feel relaxed around you, and it should never be curbed by your own or society's misconceptions about free expression. It has been said that variety is the spice of life, and it is your flexible nature which helps you to experience more variety than most people. 5 is an active and unpredictable path. It is so filled with sudden and unusual events and opportunities that you sometimes become confused by it or afraid of it. Consequently, you can miss out on the abundance of experience that the 5 life path offers. In order to utilize this energy, you must reach a deeper understanding of the word experience. Some 5s are so afraid of accidents and mistakes that, instead of flowing confidently with this exciting energy, they cling to the safe and familiar with all their might. Although they can see and feel the excitement that is passing them by, they are too afraid to let go, take the plunge, and see where life takes them. Once in a while these 5s do let go, or the 5 current becomes so strong that they are swept away into some kind of drama, only to miss the excitement of it all because they believe they are simply out of control. They grab on to the first semblance of stability and settle there unfulfilled yet again. The freedom of 5 starts with a burning desire to live life as fully, freely, and openly as possible, and to experience variety, excitement and adventure. And of course, these desires can only come from within. The pace of the 5 life path can be unpredictable and wild at times, but, like it or not, you are here to gain experience of it. Dealing with unpredictability must become your second nature, your expertise. You can amaze others with your resourcefulness in a crisis, but you may need to use this talent to take care of some basic needs of your own. There are times in the life of a 5 when the real crisis is nothing more than self-neglect. Refusing to let go of what is safe and familiar so that you can discover alternatives, is a large part of what causes a mistake to be repeated. And most 5s do seem to repeat the same old mistakes, often without realizing it. Admitting to your mistakes can be a battle in itself. Accept that mistakes are inevitable in your life, because that is how 5s learn and prosper. Anxiety is natural when you don't know what you're dealing with, but you must learn to accept fear as a natural and life-saving emotion. Its purpose is to alert you to danger so that you can keep yourself safe. Until you learn to face your fears head-on, your denial of them will keep you from expanding and enjoying your life. You are more likely to deny fear when you are unfocused on your surroundings or on the details of a situation. The power of concentration must be developed, otherwise your attention will be scattered in too many directions, mistakes will be made but not acknowledged, fear of the unknown will become your excuse, and nothing will be achieved. Some 5s recognize a mistake and promise they'll never repeat it, but are reluctant to make the changes required. Consequently, they change one approach with another, which is usually a different form of the same mistake. In order to broaden your horizons, you must consciously look for what you're doing wrong, and then turn the whole thing into a learning experience. Sometimes, a totally new direction must be taken, which means having the courage to let go. You may have to make leaps of faith for which you have no previous experience. By understanding that this is the way you are meant to proceed, both your focus and your confidence will expand. Fear of the unknown is then replaced with a sense of adventure and a brilliant insight into what really should be feared, and what need not be feared at all. This is how you not only learn from a mistake, but also prosper from it. This is when a mistake is no longer a mistake, but experience. This is the way in which your life must proceed on the 5 life path. If it doesn't work this way, then try it another way, until you become experienced enough to travel the 5 path with a greater degree of self-confidence. At this point, your life reaches calmer waters because you are no longer struggling against the tide and are able to see the broader picture and the abundance of unusual opportunity that is yours for the taking. 5s love the concept of adventure, but, instead of enjoying their own fast-paced and unusual episodes, there is sometimes a tendency to live vicariously through the exciting lives of other people. Again, it is unaddressed fear which is making them avoid their responsibility to live their own lives more fully. This approach can never bring lasting happiness. 5 is the path of freedom and adventure. Yet, so many 5s tie themselves down to mundane routines and situations in which freedom cannot be maintained. In order to be fulfilled, 5s need plenty of time and space which they can truly call their own. Many 5s never realize that life has given them the precious gift of freedom. They feel alone in the world. Or, they struggle with unsatisfying relationships or situations and wonder why this is their lot in life. It is important to realize that you are not alone, and that responsibility is not the opposite of freedom. You are free to take care of responsibilities in a way that accommodates your own needs. The unconventional 5 life path can take you far from your birthplace. If you feel out of place, know that your right place is out there in the big world, dreaming big dreams, achieving big goals and embracing all that is different, unusual and exciting. As a citizen of the world, you must let go of prejudices and judgments and embrace different cultures and realities without losing your own unique identity. There may be a tendency to abuse your freedom by overindulging in food, alcohol, drugs, sex, spending, gambling and other areas where balance is needed. Babies are often conceived at too young an age, and marriage is rushed into as a means of stability. It is not unusual for 5s to marry several times or make commitments that cannot be upheld. Changes of heart and mind are frequent in the life of a 5. That is not to say you cannot love or be loved profoundly. True and lasting love will be found along with maturity. But do remember that maturity is a matter of experience, not age. Your physical body is an integral part of you, the vehicle that transports you through this exciting journey of yours. Your body needs to be well maintained and lovingly cared for. Often it is fear of freedom that causes your overindulgences in the first place, a subconscious rejection of freedom that creates a need to become dependent instead. Too much focus on the needs of others, and a lack of focus on what you desire, causes you to deny your fear of freedom even further. The trick here is to know what you want, arrange your life so that you can focus on it, and refuse to get sidetracked by irrelevant matters. Each step you take toward your goal is a goal in itself. Learn not to waste your precious time and resources. Learn the difference between genuine excitement and recklessness, because there are no punishments in the land of chance taking, only consequences. You may be known for your resourcefulness and versatility, but in order to feel the great satisfaction that 5 offers, you will need to specialize and become an expert at something you love doing. Look to the new and progressive rather than the outdated and conventional. You are a quick thinker, with a real talent for analyzing and investigating, although you do not always use this talent to further your best interests. Curiosity, restlessness and impatience can cause difficulties in staying focused. One of the biggest mistakes 5s make is to give up on an experience before enough time has passed to gain expertise, and then rush on to something new that will probably be dropped in the same way. It is impossible to truly know something if you have not experienced it. What about love? Romance? Marriage? Responsibility? Parenting? Stability? Success? Prosperity? Are these things even possible on such a self-motivated, fast-moving and diverse path? Most definitely, yes. Freedom is the ability to do whatever you desire. Therefore, all of these things can be yours if that's what you desire. Desire is love. On the 5 life path, you have more chance of finding love that is real, because real love thrives in freedom. Freedom does not mean carelessly severing existing ties or rushing headlong into the unknown. It means freeing yourself from misconceptions and mistakes so that you can fulfill a dream that is yours. You cannot survive in a relationship of rules, insecurity, dominance or mistrust. There must be acceptance for your free and open 5 personality, but the personality of whoever else is involved must also be accepted and treated fairly. If your freedom takes away from someone else's, neither person is free. You may have a difficult time understanding your role in relationships, and this creates a problem in itself. You see, your role is simply to be who you are. On the 5 life path, you will meet others who will love you simply for who you are and not for what you can do for them. Your free lifestyle will be part of what they love about you, instead of an intimidating factor. These people are not something you go out and look for. You attract them to you when you admit to yourself that freedom and adventure are what you must have in this lifetime. The deep desire for freedom makes you an attractive and broad-minded individual who is able to relate to people from all walks of life. Your collection of friends and acquaintances is probably a diverse bunch of individuals from all over the world. Friendship is important to you. There are certain people in your life who you may rarely see on a physical level, but your bond with them is unbreakable because of a mutual love of freedom and of each other. When you are a friend, you are a friend for life. You possess a very special knack for saying or doing something that comes from your big heart, which can profoundly change another's life. While it is true that nobody can own you, those you have touched with your special open expression will never want to lose you, or be able to forget you, because you exemplify what everybody wants: freedom, sweet freedom. And that concludes our video on life path number 5. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more.